You probably wonder why I have an apple. Well, I'm about to make simile, not a metaphor, because I'm going to use the word like all up in it. Yeah, eating is definitely like cleaning. I mean, you cook it, you eat it, and 3 hours later, you gotta do it all over again because you're hungry again. It's definitely like cleaning. You may not have to do clean the same thing 3 hours later, unless it's dishes. Unless it's dishes. You have to do that every 2 hours in my house because of all the cooking and eating. It's very discouraging sometimes. You may be wondering, Abigail, where are you going with all this? Well, today I am doing a spring refresh video, and you're gonna come along with me as I spring clean some of my house and show you some tips and tricks on spring cleaning your house as well. And you can come along with me and spring clean while I'm spring cleaning, and we can just spring clean together. Also, in the spring refresh video, I am going to be making a sourdough starter that is gluten-free. It looks totally different from a regular sourdough starter, so if you are interested in that, stay tuned for that. I am also going to be decorating my mantle for spring and using these cute little pink blossoms I found on this tree outside. I'm going to tell you what kind of tree it is. I have to look it up because I have no idea. It might be a cherry tree. Yeah, it might be a cherry tree. I'll let you know. So stay tuned for that. Man, that's good. This is a cosmic crisp. You're gonna have to try some of that.
First on my to-do list was to clean this nasty vehicle of mine. I have the tendency to live out of my car and throw everything in the back seat that I would ever need and pull it out when I need it. So my little white Honda Accord desperately needed some cleaning. I was so excited to see the results of my vehicle and to actually have a nice clean vehicle for the new spring season. I would like to take a moment and introduce you to a good friend of mine. Her name is Emily, and she has a channel called Sweet Magnolias. Emily lives right here in North Carolina with me. She is a very dear childhood friend, and we still have a very special friendship to this day. Her channel is full of homemaking and motherhood. She has collected different vintage pieces and antique items throughout her home and has curated this vintage vibe throughout her whole house. It is gorgeous if you walk in and step into her home, and it is just Emily. She is also doing a spring refresh video today, so go check out her channel, like and subscribe, and tell her I sent you there. Spring cleaning can be overwhelming if you have a lot to do. I have noticed when I go by a cleaning schedule, it is a whole lot easier to keep your house and manage it. Brent and I just moved in November 1st, so this is our first house to actually keep clean. And this is my first spring season, so I'm still learning as I go. Some homemakers make their own cleaning schedule. I am not strictly to a cleaning schedule, so I'm not judging if you are strictly to a cleaning schedule. I just realize it helps if you have a cleaning schedule. I have really liked the Fly Ladies cleaning schedule. I have the Fly Ladies app, and I can actually check off as I go, and each week you have a room to deep clean. It is not as hard to keep your house clean if you deep clean as you go. If you're interested, I will link her website down below. Also, what I like about the Fly Ladies method is you curate habits, and it's all free. When Brent and I moved in, I let my sourdough starter go and it molded. So I was so excited to start this new sourdough starter. I really enjoy making sourdough goodies. I start out with 1/4 of a cup of gluten-free flour. I am using the Great Value brand of all-purpose flour. Then you add 1/4 a cup of distilled water. The water needs to be lukewarm, and it also needs to be filtered. If you use sink water, the chlorine and the chemicals in the water, the faucet water, will kill off your sourdough starter. The lukewarm water also helps the natural yeast to grow. I just give this a little stir, and when it is pancake batter consistency, sticky consistency, it is done. I put it in a warm corner of my house, and right now it's on the counter. This helps the natural yeast to grow. The next day I'm going to take half of the sourdough starter out. I'm putting this in a Cool Whip bowl to save for later. You can make pancakes out of this leftover sourdough starter. Then I repeat what I did yesterday. I add 1/4 cup of gluten-free flour and 1/4 cup of lukewarm water. I don't know if you can tell, but in person it was starting to bubble, and that's what you want. That's how you know the natural yeast is growing. I'm putting this towel over it so it can breathe and stay warm. I will write down in the description box step by step what you need to do next. Also, if you just have any questions, just comment me down below about the sourdough starter. Last but not least, I decorated my mantle for the spring refresh video, and I had so much fun doing this. I love decorating my mantle for the seasons, and it's just such a fun thing to do. If you don't know me, my whole house is in a cottage core style, and I love the cottage-esque type decorations and the thrifting, and so I'm still working on curating my house and getting everything that I love together, and that just looks very cottagey and homey. I always start out with a main focal piece to draw attention and eyes towards the middle of the mantle. And I found these blooming flowers in a national park close near us. We go walking there quite often, and these are red bud blossoms off of a red bud tree. They must be very common in this area of North Carolina because I am seeing them bloom everywhere. I have noticed if you pick branches with blooms on them, they seem to last longer than actually picking flowers, and it's very cute and pretty. I also pulled out some of my dried flowers. These are dried daffodils, and I just dried them not too long ago. It is very common to see in the cottagecore style real flowers, dried flowers, books, candles, and different aspects and elements and textures coming together to make and curate different cottage styles. If you have enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to check out my friend Emily's channel and subscribe to her and like and give her love. And I will see y'all guys next time. I love the way this mantle turned out. I hope you did too. Oh, and I have to tell you something. I finally got my dishes done. When you are watching this, they are done.